Hey guys, what's up? It's Kyle from Redneck Outdoors, and got another bug out bag video for you guys today. You guys may remember I've done about 2 of these in this series. First, of course, was my beginner's bag, then my medium level bag. This is what I would consider my expert bag. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now this is of course just what I keep in mind. If you guys have any suggestions or anything, leave them in the comment box below. You know, anything to add, take out, any questions, comments, anything. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and dig right in. So as you guys can see, this bug out bag is a little bit big. Mine is set for more than 72 hours. A bug out bag is only supposed to keep you alive for 72 hours, right? Or get you from point A to point B. Well, living where I do in the mountains, it's gonna, if you have to hike, it's gonna take you, a bit longer to get from point A to point B, because you can't make, if you make a straight cut, it'll take you even longer. So I've got mine set up, but we'll go ahead and get started. So of course this is the front of the pack. I've got a U.S. Army Camelback here on the back. That's what I carry my water with. So let's go ahead and turn her around. We'll start with this front here, because I've got a couple things attached to it around front. This is a necklace knife. As you guys can see, all that is the sheath. Here's the little knife itself. So that just slides in there like that, and I've got it paracorded right there. That way when I'm wearing the bag, that didn't work. If I'm wearing the bag, I can snatch it off, and I've got a knife, because you always need a knife. So that's right there on front. I'm going to hang this back up on my weapon board here. And this right here, this actually came off of my med kit, but it attaches right to the front of my bag. Up top, we've got rifle rounds here and rifle rounds in there for this gun here, which is my choice of weapon in a bug out situation. It is unloaded, as you can see. Magazine is empty too. I don't know if y'all could see that or not. Toss that off to the side and we'll keep going. So there's bullets up there. You always need to carry ammo. Of course, I'd carry more than that. That's just for just in case you need it. So now we'll get inside of into what's in this little pack here. Here I've got a pink paracord or survival cord, whatever you want to call it, bracelet here. Yes, this is a diamond sharpening stone from Easy Tap. Maybe, I can't read the name on it, but it's a very good sharpening stone. Just a couple drags will get your knife sharp. Okay. Now, as I said, this is, just my bug out bag, guys. I know most bug out bags aren't packed like this. A little cup of water. That can hold pills. You could put water purification tablets in there if you wanted to, but I've got my water purification system right here, which is water purification tablets. I've got the 2-tablet kind. I believe there are some kind where you can just use 1 tablet, but that's the kind where you have to use 2. Little flashlight. Looks like one of the bulbs are blown. I'll have to replace it. I think that's no. There's more down in here? Yeah, there's more down in here. Here's another one, that's right. Bulbs are almost out in that one too, or the batteries in that one. I don't know if there's anything in this last pocket. I don't remember what I put in here. Oh yeah, guess what, guys? Flashlight that never runs out of batteries. I'll go ahead and repack this as I take it out. That way we'll have clear area, so I'll be able to show y'all everything. So light, of course, is always a thing up here in the mountains, and of course pretty much everywhere else. When the sun goes down, where I live, it gets very dark. I don't live in a major city. I live in the backwoods, so there's no street lights or nothing out here, you know. And of course, if you're bugging out, you're not running down freaking the middle of the street. Winter just ended for us, so I had some camouflage winter hunting gloves, or whatever you want to use them for. In here, I'll probably take those out now though and put my summer gloves in here. Okay, so I showed you guys that. Here's my rig here to keep my my Camelback, you know. Bam, and then you just squeeze on that and pull that down, and the water will come right out. Yes, a compass, which is always very important. Now this is a cool little compass, you know. This tells you read bearing here, so you know you want your bearing to be read from this way, and so we can tell that north is back that way. It's out that window behind us there. So compass is always good to have. I keep mine right up front and reachable. When I have the pack on, it is reachable, even from or even with this pack being in front of it, it is still reachable. We'll tear into this pocket right here now. This cover is a pocket as well. First thing to come out, a headlamp with 3 different settings. Another knife and scissor sharpener, because you don't ever want your blades to get dull. Here's some emergency food rations. These are bars. Let's see what else we got in here. Here's a flare, which is a good idea. I've got 2 of these now. These can be used for anything, of course. Although this one expired 4 years ago. But flares, there's a bunch of things that you can use flares for. Starting fires, seeing in the dark, you know. A lot of there's certain animals that are scared of fire, so you can use that to keep them back. Next is a little bundle of paracord. I need to get more. That's $5.50. Digital. This is Marine Corps jungle. Is what the camouflage is on that paracord. Yeah, this is a 6-pack food ration bar. Those are food bars, or food ration, and they're bars. And those are always good to have, and I have them right there because I could actually, you know, reach those without taking my pack off if need be. We're going to go ahead and flip this pack around. Now remember guys, the pack should not weigh, should only weigh half of your body weight. My pack doesn't even weigh half of my body weight, believe it or not. So now how we open this pack up is bam, bam, that falls backwards just like that. And then I can lift the sleeping bag up out of here, which was also for the winter. I can take that out, really. That was to stay warm during winter. First thing that comes out is a belt. Now I've got a couple belts in here, and that's just in case I had to drop my bag. You know, I could grab a couple of these belts and throw them around me and go. So here's belt 1. This is merely just a hunting belt with 2 ammunition pouches and a kill bag. It's for hunting squirrels and small game, birds, stuff like that. Let's see what's in this first pocket. Your hygiene products. Of course, you always need these. I have toothpaste, soap, mosquito spray, and a scrubber down in there. So that's always good to have, especially, you know, since you have to when you bug out, you're going in the woods, so mosquito spray is always good to have. I've got a poncho, a thermal blanket, of course, for winter as well. Now you can leave your winter stuff in if you want. It's better to take it out and replace it with some summer gear. Like these I don't, you know, I won't really need. This is some boot warmers, and these are some hand warmers. I've got up to 6 hours of heat for my foot warmers, up to 10 hours of heat for my hand warmers. That's all that's in that pack. Now, of course, we can't put it back in because we're gonna dig in. Here we go. Here's this is a homemade sheath, as you can probably tell, but it still looks cool nonetheless. Here's some of that. This is where most of that Marine Corps paracord camouflage paracord is at right here. It gives me a nice good grip on my knife, and of course this knife would be on my side when bugging out, so I've got my paracord there. Now this is a survival knife. Unfortunately the compass broke off because it wasn't a very expensive one. But nonetheless it's still sharp, all that. The back of course comes off. It's a, it's a Rambo knife. It's got a bag down in here. And inside this little bag is matches, fishing line, hooks, a striker to start your matches. It's a Rambo knife, so it's got everything that you remember seeing in John Rambo's. And of course this is one of the smartest things to have in your bug out bag is a John Rambo knife. I mean, everybody wanted to be John Rambo when they seen him, now didn't you? We all know it. Let me fold this up, guys. Sorry about that it's taking a minute. This thing can sometimes be a little bit hard to get back in there. And then you just stuff that down in there, wrap the cap around it, tighten it in there. Let's see. Next, one thing, if you plan on bringing a firearm, of course you might need this. This is a little pocket-sized cleaning kit. Here is we got our oil here. I don't think I've got anything back in this pocket at the moment, but all my rods are falling out. Nope. That's not good that all my rods are falling out of there. So you got your oil, your Hopes 9 solvent, your oil, patches and attachments are down here. Inside that little pocket. So you fold this, you fold that up, and bam. And this can also go on your belt loop if you wanted to take it out of your bag and put it on your belt loop. But a gun cleaning kit is always a good idea. Now this actually came off of here. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well, I reckon. This actually was what held this knife into this sheath not that long ago. Med kit is what's next, guys. A med kit is always a good thing to have. As you can see, mine's a little larger. Here's where this is actually the pack as well that thing from the front came off of. I've got another one of those clips here. So this is, as you can see, it's a good size med kit. Like I said, it's a belt too, so if I had to get rid of my bug out bag, I could take my med kit with me as well, because it is on a belt. We'll go these two little front pockets here first, guys. Okay, and this one, pain reliever, 100 capsules. All right, that's always good stuff to have. Pain relievers. These are extra strength pain relievers. Like I said, there's 100 of them in that bottle right there. We'll go to the second front little pocket. Now this is a bottle of aspirin, 60 tablets. And this, there's probably not 60 aspirin left in there, but some people want aspirin, some of them can't take aspirin, so I got painkillers in there as well. It's always good to have extra supplies, guys, just in case, trading, bartering. Now down in here, you guys can plan your own med kit. One of these is honestly fine for most bug out bags, but I've got, stuff set down in there to where I could almost be a combat medic with the gear I've got down in here. Now, of course, it doesn't need to be nowhere nearly this big. Like I said, one of them small red ones, let me show you. One of these small red ones really is all you need for a beginner's bug out bag. You can go get them at Walmart, a little Ozark Trail first aid camping kit. And I keep one even in my big medical kit, and that's a medical camping kit, made by Ozark Trail. And I even keep one in here because those little kits come in such good handy. Okay, so, yes, here is, you always need to be able to make a shelter as well. That's what I've got this for. This is a Bass Pro Shop. This is an adult PVC poncho. This is a very, very thick poncho. As it says, it's a universal fit. So it's pretty big, it's a one size fits most kind of deal, and it's very big. I could make a shelter out of it for somebody my size very easily, You can pick them up at Bass Pro Shop though for relatively cheap. They make great shelters and they hold up. Okay, next, you're gonna want something to eat out of, right? Okay, here's this. So this is what I will be eating out of. This this is a World War II mess kit. I've been using this thing since I was very little. You know, here's your little plate. This is what's called a hobo tool. You can pick these up at Walmart. They're great to have. They look just like that, but you undo your fork, undo your spoon, and they come apart. You know, you got a bottle, can opener, corkscrew, and if you need a knife too for what you're eating, then you've got a knife right there, you know. So now you've got a spoon, a fork, and a knife. All right here. You know, ready to roll. That's always good to have. As I said earlier, always good to have one of those. Hobo tool comes in handy. Here is the original silverware that came with this US kit here. And it looks like it's getting a little dirty, but I just keep this in here so I don't lose it. I don't use this, I just like to keep this because, well, this med kit is dated 1941. I got a P38 can opener just in case. I guess you could start to call this more of a survival bag than a bug out bag. Here's another can opener. That's a P52, this is a P38. There's moist towels in here, dry towels, there's some spoons from some military MREs, which is actually my choice of food, guys. Bam, so see, I keep military MREs, and I keep 3 of them down in here. And here's some stuff that you can use, you know, as your toppings. I keep these. This is a seasoning blend. There's some salt, there's some barbecue sauce, I think there's some peanut butter down in there, there's some apple cider, there's some laxative bubble gum. That stuff will really get you there. Y'all gotta watch out for that laxative bubble gum and a military MRE. That'll tear your stomach up there. So we'll keep moving on, guys. So that was that shows you food, water, and shelter, which are the 3 essentials when bugging out or making a bug out bag. The 3 essentials are fire, food, and water. Shelter, food, and water. Shelter, food, and water. Down in this side pocket here on the side of the bag, I keep this. This is a little entrenchment tool. Okay, it's got the handle with the shovel. If you undo this head here, you know, you got a shovel and an axe here, okay? Choose which one you want, and then you screw the shovel handle on, tighten the lug nut down, and everything will stay together. It's probably a good idea to have one of those, just in case you needed to, you know, dig out an area for... I know it rains up here a lot. I mainly have one to dig drainage tunnels and stuff, and a campsite or something like that. Maybe if you're staying there for a little while. I don't think I have anything in... yes. Here are some more. I keep this stuff everywhere. Y'all are going to see that. Here's some more marine jungle camouflage 550 paracord. As I said, very, very useful stuff. Tighten that strap back up. And that one. Actually, I'll need to loosen this strap. This, of course, as you guys could see, maybe, was the green bag attached to the side of my bug out bag. This is my fire starting kit right here. That's what sits on the side of my bag here in this waterproof pack here. So in this first little pouch, show you guys what we got. You got your old flint and steel rod. So, you know, of course, you scrape you some off, and then you just, hang on. Whoopsie daisy. That's coming a bit. There we go. You just scrape you some off, you know, and then get real close, and if you keep, there you go. You see the sparks? Bam, you know, you'll light it, okay? Flint and steel is always good to have. These are some great things. Now, these are stormproof and waterproof. So they're stormproof. They're wind and waterproof. And I'll have to do another video on that later. I actually showed my grandfather and my grandmother how these burn underwater. As you guys can see here, they're good sized matches. They burn underwater, and it is impossible to blow them out. At least I've never been able to do it. And they do burn underwater. I have tried it myself. As I said, I have lit them, and I lit them and got them burning and stuck them into a glass of water. Now, these are just some regular kitchen matches, and so are these, but both of these containers are full, and they have their own striker inside. So, you know, that's probably close to about 100 matches, plus a flint and steel right here. I've got one somewhere else in my bag too, I believe. Let me close this. It's probably in my fire kit, huh? Now we'll go up top. Okay, so here is a sterno. You guys know what those are, I'm sure. The little stoves, just cooking fuel. I keep 3 of those. I think it's just 3. I got them really cheap, but I keep 3 sterno. Yeah, 3. Okay, 3 sterno things there. This is some really good stuff, which anybody can get a hold of here. This is dryer lint, and believe it or not, this is some of the best fire starter in the world. Put it in this plastic baggie and do like I did and air seal it. You know, make sure you get all the air out nice and tight. That gets that stuff really dry. The bag, as you can see, is even starting to dry out pretty good. The bag is looking dry and old. Now we get into this. Now this is some more stuff. I keep this stuff in here just in case water does happen to get through this bag. So it's a good idea to get you guys one of these if you're going to build a bug out bag, kind of off what I've got going here. This is a Dakota Watch Company waterproof cell phone carrier. They're up here all over the place. You can find them all over the place up here for kayakers and stuff like that. They can find them all over the place up here, kayakers and whatnot. And of course it's got this little thing here, so that if you did want to carry it on your side, you can, or if you wanted, you could just, you know, you could totally remove that and put it away somewhere, you know, in your bag or whatever, which I actually think I'm going to do with this one, because I don't need this, guys. I'll stuff that down in there. So let's get into what's in this, although it's just more fire starting stuff, maybe to kind of give you guys an idea. This is just, of course, a striker from a matchbox. This is extra strikers for these windproof matches. These strikers right here are the waterproof strikers, so I keep those in here. Now these are, what are these called? Strike a match or strike a box or something. They're really good. You can take these right here, strike them on a match strike, on a matchbox. You can strike them, and they will light and burn for a very long time. And I keep 2 of those right there. Here's a wick. As you guys can see, there's a candle. Here's a couple sticks of these. Okay, a couple good long sticks. There's a bunch of matches that are no good anymore because, well, just the tops got burnt. Here's a flint and steel, and here's your striking rod for it. So that's pretty much all in the fire kit. Let me get all that in there. So that's the fire kit there, guys. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and start packing this bag back up, and as I pack, I'll talk. As I said, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything of that matter, you know, opinions or anything, you know, like, hey, maybe you should change this out for this, or anything, you can leave them in the comment box down below, and I promise you, I will get to them. Oops, did I already pack that away? Yep. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, favorite, and I'll see you in the next one.